Hey there, welcome to SourceFedNERD. I'm Matt Lieberman. Now, unless you've been hiding under a rock the size of the Star Labs Particle Accelerator, you're aware of DC TV's latest cavalcade of kick-ass Legends of Tomorrow, which premieres tonight on the CW. Now, back when the show was announced last May, Sam did a video introducing all of the members of the team that had been announced at that point, which I highly recommend you watch first if you're not familiar with the show. But now, with the show's premiere just hours away, I want to recap everything that we've learned about the main characters since then and tell you everything that we know about the rest of the first season, because a bunch of info is out there, and when you put all the little pieces together, it paints a pretty freaking awesome picture of a time-traveling, jaw-breaking, mind-blowing first season. So, safe to say, gang, there's gonna be spoilers in this video, light spoilers for Flash and Arrow in this first part, and then spoilers across all of Legends Season 1 in the second part. So don't freak out, I'm gonna tell you when that's gonna happen, okay? First off, Ray Palmer, aka the Atom, was a teeny tiny prisoner of Damien Dark, the man who's so evil and so magic that he almost never blinks. How does Damien do it? Dark magic. I would wink, but he can't close his eyes because he's mean. Team Arrow saved him a few episodes ago, and he's still presumed dead by the rest of the world because he just isn't ready to rejoin society. Now, Sarah Lance, now dubbed White Canary, was resurrected by Laurel in the Lazarus Pit, but she came back without a soul because she was freaking dead, Laurel, come on! The Lazarus Pit is now closed permanently, and we got that awesome episode of Arrow with Constantine, who we're praying will come back sometime. With her soul now intact, Sarah is pretty justifiably wigged out about being alive again and about all those people she attacked before she got that soul back. She walks away to find herself until the premiere tonight. At the same time, over on The Flash this season, Weather Wizard broke Leonard Snart, aka Captain Cold, out of prison in the hope that he'd help him kill the Flash. But Snart said, no, I'm not gonna do that. And instead told Barry about the plot and disappeared, presumably to meet up with Mick Rory, aka Heatwave, his batshit crazy partner in Roguedom, who will hopefully have a lot more to do on Legends than on The Flash. I think he's had like 5 lines in 2 seasons. I mean, what's going on there? Meanwhile, Ronnie Raymond, the young and hunky half of Firestorm, died in the process of closing the black hole that formed over Central City at the end of Flash Season 1. Martin Stein found a new partner in Fusion in young Jay Jax Jackson, and they flew off to go train. Maybe that means that we'll see matter manipulation powers on the new show? I don't know, but that might just make me lose my mind from happy, because that's awesome. It's really, really awesome. Now, Kendra Saunders, aka Hawkgirl, was happily dating Cisco until Vandal Savage showed up and made with the stabby stabby. The dude loves knives and hates reincarnations of Egyptian lovers. She met Carter Hall, aka Hawkman, who helped her awaken and remember their past lives as Priestess Shaira and Prince Khufu, who Savage murdered in Egypt shortly before he was hit by magic meteors. Before he was hit by magic meteors. In an old Betamax tape from 1975, we met Dr. Aldous Boardman from St. Roch University, who pointed our heroes toward the Staff of Horus, which was used to reduce Vandal Savage to a pile of dust. Wait, what? I thought he was immortal. Isn't he immortal? Right? Because he lives forever. I'm sure that we're gonna get that answer very, very soon on Legends of Tomorrow, but for right now, it's pretty confusing. We're just gonna call it that. And that's it. That's everything that's happened so far this season that you need to know for tonight. So if you don't want any sneak peeks or spoilers, you gotta go. Go. If you stay, it's not my fault. I told you to go. Because here's what we know. The pilot, which comprises episodes 1 and 2, takes place in 1975, where a piece of Adam's suit falls into Savage's hands pretty damn quickly. How do you think Time Master Rip Hunter, who gathered up all them Legends of Tomorrow, feels about that screw-up? Yeah. Not great. They'll have to get it back before they completely change the future and screw everything up. Now, in episode 2, Dr. Stein meets his younger self, and presumably they work together to get that Atom suit piece back. Wait a second. 1970. Wait! Isn't that where that Dr. Boardman guy came from? Yes! The Hawks are gonna meet him and convince him to join them on their journey as a Vandal Savage expert, probably in episode 2. On IMDb, it says that he recurs throughout season 1, but in the press release announcing him, it says that he'll teach the Hawks the true meaning of sacrifice. Something tells me that he's not gonna make it through season 1 alive. Now, episode 3 is called Blood Ties, and it likely also takes place in 1975. Now, why is that? According to IMDb, an actor named Nikolai Witschel appears in episodes 2 and 3 as a character named Caleb. So unless they meet up with Caleb again in the future in this episode, the team is probably staying put in the 70s. And hey, you want another big guest star? Of course you do. Damien Dark is confirmed to appear on Legends, and in an interview he said that he appears in the 1970s. So unless we come back to the 70s later in the season, Dark will likely appear in this episode. What will he be up to? Magic? Prying his eyes open with superglue? All good questions. We'll find out in 2 weeks. Not much is known about the next 3 episodes, but episode 4 is called White Nights, which could point to a White Canary-centric episode. That tracks with the announcement that Fringe and Lost Girl actress Ali Liebert was cast as Lindsay Carlisle, a romantic interest for Sarah Lance that the team meets in 1958. That could happen here or a little later. So why later? Well, in an interview with The Hollywood Reporter, showrunner Phil Klemmer mentioned that not every member of the team will make it and that someone may get lost in time. What better time for Sarah to be tempted with love than being trapped in the past? This could happen in episode 7, titled Marooned, or more likely in episode 9, aptly named Left Behind. Matt Nable returns as Ra's al Ghul in episode 9 as well, making it seem like a prime time for a White Canary story. Episode 8 is called Night of the Hawk, and it's directed by Joe Dante, who made Gremlins, The Howling, and a bunch of other great movies. It's likely a big Hawkman, Hawkgirl episode, but another possibility is that this is the episode where Connor Hawke shows up. There was a report a few months ago that Legends of Tomorrow was looking to cast the role, who in the comics is Oliver Queen's son. However, Hawke is going to have no relation to Ollie on the show. Episode 10 will be set in the future and will feature Firefly's Jewel State as Rachel Turner, an inventor whose creations that she made for the forces of good are stolen by Vandal Savage. Not sure how far in the future we're going, but my money is on 2155, the year that Vandal conquers the Earth and Rip Hunter went back in time to find our ragtag heroes. Episode 11, however, is set in the Wild West and will introduce DC TV's version of Jonah Hex, who may be an ally or an enemy to the Legends. We have to remember that Jonah has killed Batman and Superman before in the comics, in Superman Batman number 16 and Batman The Return of Bruce Wayne. I don't have anything specifically about the remaining episodes. There's gonna be 16 episodes this season, but you wonder if I have anything else? Of course I do, you goobers! Mr. Robot's Stephanie Corneliuson will recur on multiple episodes this season as Valentina Vostok, also known as Negative Woman, who will be an enemy during the height of the Cold War. This could be in the 70s set episodes, the 1958 episode, or potentially in the 1980s. At some point, Ray Palmer and Leonard Snart will compete for her affections in an attempt to figure out her true plans. I'm thinking Snart has a better shot than Ray. I mean, he's a stud, he's a bad guy, it makes a lot of sense. The wheels, they're turning. Cisco will also pop up somewhere in the season, as he's the only announced Flash or Arrow cast member not confirmed to be in the pilot on IMDb, which makes sense because of his connection to Hawkgirl and her GPS-enabled mace. There were also rumors that we'd meet the Metal Men this season, but that turned out to be just an Easter egg. Mark Guggenheim, showrunner of Arrow and EP of Legends, tweeted out this fake magazine cover, which led to the speculation, but here's something that no one mentioned, which is that the cover is from September 2016, aka the beginning of next season of Flash and Arrow. Will we get an episode set in future DC TV universe continuity? It seems possible because Mark Guggenheim confirmed that we will 100% meet older and or younger versions of Ollie and Barry this season on Legends. How old or young? We still don't know. But can you just imagine a Batman Beyond setup with old Ollie training Connor Hawke? I mean, my brain is just melting. I'm so happy. I love time travel. So that's everything, gang. Everything that I could find before we shot this on January 14th. So if other stuff came out between then and now, it's not my fault. This is when we shot it, okay? This was everything. I don't know if it is everything now, but it was. I can't wait to watch this show, and I hope that you can't either, because rumor is that the show was so expensive that the ratings will have to be huge for Legends to get a second season. So let's show up, watch live, and tell our friends to watch too.
If you're a casual superhero fan, you may notice some similar characters across both DC and Marvel. You might hear fanboys even argue about who came first. Was it Black Cat or Catwoman? What about Mr. Fantastic or Plastic Man or Elongated Man? Why are there so many?